Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I hope you're doing well. Scorpio, if this is your first time, I welcome you. I hope and pray this message will encourage you, inspire you as well. If you're a returning soul triber, new soul triber, thank you so very much for your continued love and your support. I want you to know I greatly and truly appreciate you. Thank you so very much. So, you know why you're here. Spirit guided you. And the first card that came up is the Phoenix. So for a lot of you, you can relate to this. The Phoenix, this is us. A new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, a changed mind. So for a lot of you, we know the Phoenix rising from the ashes. So for a lot of you, you crash and you burn in life. You know, situation happened, but you didn't allow it to defeat you. You didn't allow it to hold you back. Whatever your situation, the odds were stacked against you, but you were willing to go through this process. You know, from the caterpillar to the butterfly, that's the transformation. From, you know, death to resurrection, growth. You were willing to do the work, the hard work. Like I said, maybe somebody took a gamble, maybe you took a chance on yourself, and now you are back. You are back better, stronger, you know, just more wonderful than ever. And if you remember a picture of the Phoenix, just so beautiful. This is really us. The Phoenix speaks about us. So for a lot of you, this is where you are right now, in a new phase, a new cycle, a season of growth. You're rekindling the sparks in your life. It's like you're coming back to life, or you come back to life. And then right with that, we have the butterfly. Again, another transformation. Maybe for those of you who are in relationships, it's evolving. So it's growing right now. Your connection, you may find more romantic, more loving. And things are moving to the next phase, the next level. For some of you, you're healing the inner child. And again, growth. So both of these cards have in common growth. So a lot of you, you're making changes. It's like the way you went in is not the way you're coming out. When I see this, this reminds me of, you know, like growing from the concrete. You are the plant, the flower that grew from the concrete. When all the odds were stacked against you, you were willing to push against the grain, push against the tide. It's like when everybody was going downstream where it was easy, you decide to swim upstream. You're always going in the other direction. You're willing to create your own path in this life. You're not a follower, definitely not. You're a leader. And I see here where you are willing to do the work. And that's the thing about it. Not everybody is willing to do the work. It's like everybody wants the sheen, the shine, the beauty, but not everybody wants to get into the mud. Not everybody is willing to do the work. And so this is where some of the times we see a lot of jealousy, where people look at you, look at your life, but they don't know what you went through to get here. I mean, the Phoenix is like crash and burn. And you were willing to heal in the dark. Go through the dark night of the soul. Just so you can have this rebirth. And so when you burst out on the scene, it's like people are just like, wow, amazed. And they may look at you and they think that you have it made. but it's only because you were willing to do the work. For a lot of you, if this is a relationship or something, you know, whether you're married, whatever your connection, romantic or platonic, but you were willing to work on this relationship to move it to the next level. You were willing to go to do counseling, communicate more, whatever it is. You were willing to make the sacrifice to heal the inner child so that you wouldn't easily be triggered by your own insecurities. You will not self-sabotage. You won't talk yourself out of your blessings and your purpose. So a lot of you just going digging deep on the inside. Again, this is in the dark where it's painful. Some of these things you have never told anybody, but you were willing to go within, just you and the divine, to do the healing. Because the truth is that a lot of the things that hinder us in life are things that happen in our childhood. You know, they came in like to stunt your growth. So for a lot of people, you may be 30 years old, but it's like your life ended when you were 10 years old, because that's when that attack came upon your life. That's when you were abused in some way, form, shape, or another. So even though the calendar and the year rolls over and the age is going up, but you're stuck in that age as a child. And so for a lot of you, you're realizing that through failed relationships, failed connections, you were willing to do a self-examination. You introspect. As a hermit, you were willing to go inside to do the work. You were willing to step out of social and cultural norms. Any limitations that were placed above you, people spoke in your life, you were willing to say, no, this is not me. I am going to travel the path that is less trod. I am going to create my way. If I have to be a rebel, I will do this. I will let it burn just so that I can build back. I am not afraid to start over. And so this is why for a lot of you, you are a survivor. You know, when I look at what the phoenix has to go through, the butterfly, you're a survivor. And not only are you surviving, but you're thriving. For a lot of you, you are the greatest of all times. Even the people who may not want to tell you, but they recognize this. They know this. So for a lot of you, it says here, kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So for a lot of you, this could be just you falling in love with yourself. For some of you, you will be venturing out into new connections, partnerships, where you are giving and receiving affection. This is equal give and take. Again, in the past, you given, not having people pour into you, it's like that's the end of that. And so for a lot of you, this may be where the transformation came in, where you said, you know what? These things are not working for me. Love gives, lust takes. Everybody comes, all they want to do is just pull my energy, take from me. And now this is your time, because you did the work to meet people, your soul tribe, your soul family, whether romantic or platonic connections, from people who are going to love you unconditionally, just for who you are. You don't have to buy love. You don't have to beg love. Look, soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So again, like I said, you'll be meeting your soul tribe. For some of you, This is you willing to start the business. This is you getting the house, the apartment, the car. You'll be signing agreements as well. You'll be meeting people who you'll be able to work together with, who are going to partner with you to pour into your life. This is the new phase of your life. This is what you're moving into. Trouble does not last always. Endings bring new beginnings. And so for a lot of you, you decided, you know what? I am going to put an end to this, because you know that it's insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over, and you expect a different result. It's not going to work. And so for a lot of you, this may mean that you decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to start that business. I'm going to leave this job. It's not pouring into me. It's not fulfilling me. I'm going to leave this friend group, this organization, whatever it is in your life where you said enough is enough. And that is where the rebirth, this is where the growth. And now you are growing. You're blossoming into who you really are, who you are meant to be, who you are born to be. You are fulfilling your divine purpose and calling. Wow. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. So again, after the pain, there comes the gain. I mean, look, it's like showers of blessing, abundance. So for a lot of you, some of you, this is a way of thinking. The way that you look at money, the way that you handle money. You're breaking the chain or the pattern of what you were told about money. You are now realizing that abundance is your birthright. And so now you're able to manifest, to ask for exactly what you want, being thankful for what you have, as you expect and wait for more. So these are the blessings that you're coming into. And to clarify, mirroring each other's self-image relationship, reflect our wounds, introspection. I told you, introspect, that's the hermit. So for a lot of you, you know, you had to do the Michael Jackson thing. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So a lot of you, you had to look at your life closely and realize, look, what I'm doing, it's not working. The things that I'm doing, it's definitely not working for me. I need to make a change. And unless I am willing to do this, like the song Usher sing, let it burn. So, and just healing inner child. I mean, this is what the butterfly says, healing the inner child. So a lot of you, you're able to reflect on your wounds. Some of you went to counseling. Nothing is wrong with that. God works in mysterious ways. So you were able to pick the, you know, the beam out of your eyes. So that now it's like you have nothing holding you back, nothing restraining you. Kisses, engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So for a lot of you, some of you, this may be your reality, where you're coming into that season of where you'll be engaged. If not, it's just you partnering with others. Again, this is unconditional love. This is like a gift. This is like the cup, the holy grail that is given from above. Union. So wedding, marriage, soul connection. See, soulmate. On the soulmate card, it says soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So the people places and things, the people that you're going to meet or engage with, these people are going to be sent by the divine. Like I said, this is your soul tribe. This is your family. This is destined partnerships. And this is all because you were willing to go against the grain. You were willing to change something, to step out of the comfort zone. You are the one who grew from the concrete. Maybe you grew up in poverty. Like I said, lack mindset. Everybody's broke, busted, and disgusted. There's a lot of teenage pregnancy, dysfunctional, toxic relationships. People just go along to get along, but there was no peace, no love in the home. And for a lot of you, you had to make a conscious decision to walk away from marriages, relationships, families. And you were willing to do the work, because it's like you are the generational curse breaker. Because here you started anew, renew, afresh. You are the one that grew from the concrete. You are the one who decided to take a gamble, a risk on your life. You broke free from the constraints, the restraints of society, norm, your religion, your culture. And this is why it is paying off now. It's paying off. So you're gonna come into a new season, meeting new people. It says date, and we have passion here. But in the midst of it all, we have the snake. So competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Wow. So for a lot of you, there are things going on that the divine is saying, be careful of snakes in your midst. Again, new levels, new devils. Some will say new levels, same devils. But as you evolve, again, as I started out, you're going to have those people who they see your glow. They see your shine. They want to block it. They want to stop it. I mean, this would not be a good read if we didn't have something coming up to say enemy, right? Because that's just who you are. Because of who you are, you tend to attract, or these people, they like moth to a flame. They come towards you, and Spirit is saying, be careful. Look over your shoulder. Don't trust any and everyone. Maybe there is the other woman. So there could be like a jealous female who is competing with you. Somebody who is malicious. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't pet snakes. I do not pet snakes. I don't care. Forgive, but don't forget, so that history won't repeat itself. I don't pet snakes, and I keep my grass low, so that means I'm able to spot them. And for a lot of you, for where you are with your wisdom, your growth, you have this. You have this detector, this radar detector that is built in. For some of you, you survive the enemies in your life, the people who wanted to hold you down, the people who came like sheep in wolf's clothing, who thought they were clever, but in fact they were malicious. They wanted to take you out. They smile in your face, but all this time they want to take your place. And again, I don't know about you, but I don't like friendship from anyone, or accommodate or tolerate any friendship from anyone who wants to compete with me. Anybody who wants to take your place, that's not a good friend. And this is why I'm saying a lot of you, it's a lot of fresh start here. For a start, you had to cut off some people, places, and things. Break the shackles over your mind. Break some ancestral and generational patterns just so that you can come into this abundance. Just so you can have this stability. You push through against all odds. By yourself, a lot of you did this with the help of the divine. Nobody was there with you. You had to struggle, push through every day, the hustle, the grind. People laugh at you, people talk about you, left out in the cold. Whatever it is, the storm, working on that business, working on your family. Yeah, you put an end. You put, this is us again, death. You put a necessary ending to people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You were willing to manifest what you desire, what you deserve. We saw this already, where you're able to manifest the life that you want. And this is why, by you doing the work, working on the inner man, while everybody or most people are working on the exterior, you went inside. And now you know that the power of life and death is in your tongue. You are able to, this is abundance, manifest exactly what you want. That's the magician. You have all the 4 elements to open your mouth, to speak into life. That this is not who I am. When the enemy said that you can't, you can say, I can. When the enemy says that you're a victim, you can say, no, I'm victorious. I'm not poor. I'm not in poverty. I am blessed and highly favored. So you are able, as the magician, with the mirror and the butterfly, to speak the life that you desire and deserve into being. Wow, 7 of coins. Now you're able to reap the fruits of your labor. You work on yourself. Now you're having the partnerships, the connections, the people, the contract, everything that your heart desire. It is falling into place for you. And this is after you have done the work. Again, needed change. Necessary ended. You had to put some things to rest. And you had to move away from some things that weren't serving you, to move on to calmer water, so that you can have this peace that you so desire and you so deserve. This is beautiful. I love this for you. So against all odds, again, you had to put an end to deceit. People who were, we saw the snake card earlier. People who were snakes, they wore masks. There are falls. They tried to come into your energy, but you were able to sniff these people out. Wow. A lot of you are, again, notable growth. Another card of growth. 3 of Wands. So people are seeing the changes that you have made. The changes you have made. And a lot of you, this happened just by you going on the inside. You did the work. And people are seeing it. Wow. Wow, wow. You bossed up. The Emperor, you bossed up. You're a strong leader. This is who you are. I'm telling you, the odds were stacked against you. You broke free, my friend. You broke free. The Ace of Coins. This is your stability. This is your stability. This is your foundation. This is something sturdy. The people coming into your life, you can trust them. And I saw the card, the palm tree as well. Stability, security, again, growth, endurance, flexibility. Come on. Money does grow from tree. New abundance. We saw the abundance card already. I mean, this has the divine written all over it with confirmation. So moving forward, Everything coming into your life is built to last because you are built to last. You grew from the concrete. You are no ordinary person. I don't care what you saw in the mirror. And for a lot of you, what you saw, you did not like it. That's not a good reflection of who you are. You know you were born for better. You know this is not what you want for your family. And so you were willing to make the sacrifice, go back to school, relearn a skill, go for the position, whatever the change, it is paying off. For some of you, it's already paid off. You are in the season of success. You were able to let go things that doesn't serve you. Forgive. Love people from a distance. But again, you're not going to allow them to come back into your life. See, the devil. People who are destructive. Habits that were destructive. The way you saw yourself that was destructive. The mindset you had. The limited mindset. You broke free from that. You put a necessary ending. So that you would stop self-sabotaging. For a lot of you, you were just settling, like I said, in relationships with people who you know they did not have your best interests at heart. But you just felt as if you couldn't do better. Who else is gonna love me? Who else is gonna want me? Because you have that abandonment, syndrome. But I'm so happy though, for those of you and for the ones who are coming into this season, you realize that you deserve better. You realize that you are loved. You deserve love. You realize that even though this has been going on in my family, it stops with me. I am going to break the chain. I am going to break these patterns. I am going to break these habits. This ends with me. Moving forward, my legacy. The story will be different. For a lot of you, you had to deal with cultural and social chatters and gossip because you decided to step outside of the box. To do what you're called to do, not to be what is comfortable for other people. You are willing to be a misfit. For a lot of you, it's for your glory, God. I will do anything. And this is why it's paying off for you. You're reaping the fruits of your labor. For a lot of you, you were told lies. You're ugly, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're too short, you're too fat. You're like your terrible dad, your terrible mom. And you decided to do the healing. To heal yourself. To make the change. Because you realized it wasn't working. Because if you keep thinking this way, you're going to keep on attracting a lot of the same energies. And in order for you to have something different, you must do something different. You're willing to leave that career. Yes, it's comfortable. You know everybody. But you know what? The ends are not meeting. Only God knows what you're going through. And you are willing to make the change. Whether to look for a higher position, go back to school, career change. You started to speak life into your dead situations. And this is what brought about a rebirth. The phoenix, the butterfly. You change. You are changed. So now you're meeting people who are caterpillars. They don't recognize you because you are changed. Wow, well, you are evolved. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so very much. I certainly hope that this encourage you to keep going, keep pushing, keep doing the work. You know, God didn't say that this road would be easy, but He said He will never leave us alone. As long as we're willing to do our part, He's right there beside us, right there to carry us through. And I'm so happy for you that you're willing to do the work. Don't worry about the enemies. Don't worry about the haters. For a lot of you, it's the haters who are your elevators. They're taking you to a new level. They are your motivators. Don't let that stop you. Keep pushing. Keep going. And remember, the best is still yet to come. Thank you so very much. Until next time, take care.